All right, we're back, and we've got another exciting game for you guys.
Torchlight 2 is a fast-paced, hectic, gorgeous, and most importantly, fun. Torchlight 2 delivers the kind of appeal that brings back veterans to the action RTS genre, as well as attracts newcomers who have never felt the rush of collecting loot after loot after loot.
If you enjoy hacking, slashing, blasting, shooting, and exploding your enemies, then you've got to look into this game. And do you want to know what the best part is?
Tell me.
You can bring your friends along for the ride. Torchlight 2 is multiplayer, meaning more baddies, more bloodshed, and more fun. But there's one thing that is a little disappointing, the storyline.
If you're worried about not having played the first Torchlight, don't. The game is very easy to pick up and play. If you've already ventured into the burning hells to kill Diablo and still have an itchy click finger, this is just for you. Everything you know and love about action RTS is all here. Two more great features are the fact that you don't have to be online to play, and the developers were kind enough to release a mod system with the game for anyone who wants to tweak it to their liking.
So, if you've got $20 lying around, which is a great price for a game like this, I highly recommend giving Torchlight 2 a run through.
Are you guys ready for some previews? Because I think it's just about time for the Warp Zone.
First up on the list is Halo 4, the next addition to the ever-popular Halo franchise. It marks the beginning of a new trilogy called the Reclaimer Trilogy.
Replacing Bungie as the developer is 343 Industries, a company created specifically for all things Halo. However, 343 isn't new to the Halo scene. They were responsible for Halo Reach's multiplayer.
In Halo 4, you're once again looking through the visor of Master Chief to defeat the new threat called the Prometheans. The Prometheans are very varied and seem to be more difficult than the Covenant ever were. Halo 4 will be released on November 6 exclusively for the Xbox 360.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is a sequel to 2010's Call of Duty Black Ops. With the game jumping between the 1980s and 2025, you will play as both Alex Mason and his son David. In the 1980s, Alex Mason sees the rise of Raul Menendez, and in 2025, David has to take Menendez down.
So all it's missing is a family reunion. Characters from the first game, such as Victor Reznov and Frank Woods, will also make appearances in the two different time periods. Also returning from Black Ops are the very popular Zombies mode and multiplayer.
I'm really excited to see the ways that we can blast the heads off those zombies, and if you are too, then you'll be happy to know that the game ships out on November 13th, available for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. The latest installment in Ubisoft's dynamic franchise, Assassin's Creed, is set to be released on October 30th. This newest game brings you in touch with an all-new assassin with some impressive shoes to fill. Connor Radunhagedu Kenway, the half-English, half-Mohawk Indian freedom fighter. Connor is going to have to step into the role filled by the iconic Altair ibn Ahad and Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Ezio had a trilogy of games devoted to his story, and Altair made a fantastic return in Assassin's Creed Revelations to complete the life story. This means Ubisoft has one game to introduce a new assassin and hopefully have him be able to stand up on the same stage as those who came before. Luckily, they've had all the time they need to do that.
After having been already completed with a ready-to-release game since around this time last year, Ubisoft has pulled together a large effort to release not Assassin's Creed 3, but Assassin's Creed 3 version 2. Since last October, they've been tweaking and upgrading the graphics and interface, basically making the whole game smoother and a lot more user-friendly.
The new Anvil Next gaming engine allows for over 2,000 people to appear on the same screen. This means the massive battles of the revolutions such as Bunker Hill, the Battle of Chesapeake Bay, and the Siege of Boston will be seen as their full potential. The fluidity of both movement and combat has been drastically redone to remove the choppiness of the old system and overall to make the feeling of the game more organic.
With the astounding trailers and gameplay footage that have been released for this game, Ubisoft seems to have created an extremely powerful contender for Game of the Year. We'll see exactly how strong this October.